As you can see, I'm printing a Benchy. I have been trying to troubleshoot these printers for absolute months, and well, they don't print the best, because after all, they're Enter 3s. They print really well for their price point, but they're not the absolute best of printers. And this one I call Nano, and the other one, who I sleep with sometimes, it's called George. George has not been printing properly, and it wasn't a result of me sleeping with him. It's more a result of something I've been troubleshooting for the last couple of months, and most of the prints do not end up well. I do not have. Here's the half-printed Benchy that came off of George a while back. As you can see, that there's really terrible outer surface quality, and he didn't finish, and she didn't finish. Look at that stringing, that amount of stringing is insane. As you can see, there's very minimal stringing on this one. There's very minimal stringing. And as you can see, the surface quality, the exterior surface quality is not perfect, but it is a lot better. One of the biggest issues with my, with George was that you can't quite see it on this model, but if I take Beat Saber blocks, they did a clear change in metal. You can see that there's weird line issues on the surface. And I don't know what the issue is with George, why he doesn't print right, but Nano used to be the one that did not print right. There was a lot of over-extrusion issues. I was using Kira for a while, but my laptop broke, and I was forced to switch to I was forced to get a Surface Pro 2 to be specific. So I could not seem to load Cura on that because of some API Visual C++ issue or something that I could not seem to fix, no matter how many times I tried uninstalling and reinstalling it. But I decided maybe Slick 3R will work, and so I decided to try that, and it ended up working. And mind you, I used Simplified at the makerspace, and I exported some G code, and I took it home and I tried to troubleshoot with it. And it was printing a lot better than Cura did, but it was not printing amazingly. It still had issues. So now that I have the Surface Pro 2, and I actually managed to get Fusion 360 working on that. The Surface Pro 2, I have the Fusion 360. I was able to slice. I decided to test it out with the Benchy if everything is working with the Benchy, if I need to adjust things on Nano, or if I need to play around with the settings in the slicer before putting on actual prints that I need to use. Because I plan to make a larger version of these for my Beat Saber themed cosplay, and hopefully that should actually work. Hopefully the surface quality will be better. I wish I knew where I kept the single Beat Saber block, but I do not know where I put that. So, yeah. That one was the one that came off of George, but it seems that while there is some ghosting issues, wait, no, that's not ghosting issue, that's actually that's just how Benchy actually looks. It seems that, okay, now I understand. This is printing in a different orientation than I usually see Benchies printed in. I loaded the from left to right instead of right to left in the slicer. In Slick 3R it did not. It flipped it to how I usually see it. So it seems that this has the least stringing that I've ever seen from my 3D printers. And that is for the blue. The blue actually does not seem to complain as much as my red filament does. So printing these were about 100 times harder than printing the exact same file, but in blue. As you can see, the layer change does not look quite right. You can see a lot of artifacts in there. So I'm going to have to remodel these and kind of give it a more thicker layer so that this can print a couple more layers of the white so that I don't have the weird layer change issue with the blue. And I'm hoping then in Slick 3R that I can have a layer change pause, which I couldn't figure out how to do in Cura before. So if I have a layer change pause, then I can switch it to, I can have it pause at the layer height that is the bottom layer of this, instead of having to babysit the print and kind of manually do it. That way I can actually have the print pause and retract and do everything correctly so that there's no residual stuff on there. So I can print the one that's twice the size of this, well technically 8 times larger, but you know what I mean. And it can actually really use that. But overall, I am insanely surprised at the print quality for Slick 3R being I just burned myself. Being a free program. While Nano has a noisier fan than George, and while she wasn't printing properly in the beginning, she prints a lot better now. I don't know why. Probably Slick 3R is genuinely a superior slicer to both Cura and Simplify 3D. But I'm kind of glad that my Surface Pro had that issue, because I probably wouldn't have tried Slicer if I didn't know that, and I'll spend like 2 months or so troubleshooting a non-existent issue. And that too, I might have gotten my bed perfectly leveled. I'm actually tempted to get an indicator to actually make sure this is perfectly level. Speaking of indicators, I actually got a job as a CNC machinist a couple weeks ago, and I am thoroughly enjoying it, and I do diamond turning, and as you know exactly how much I love 3D printers and CNC, I'm really enjoying my job. But I am extremely impressed at this surface quality of this Benchy. It is genuinely one of the absolute best Benchies I have ever printed, if not the best. The back is kind of a little fucked up, but yeah. I'm not going to make a follow-up video on whether this Benchy came out right, because I currently don't necessarily have the means to edit videos together. But, yeah, I kind of really made a working Benchy. Finally printing a full Benchy. I'm hoping this is going to be a full Benchy. But yeah, that's, no.